believe. When you grab, important not to go, oh, let's grab my wrist. When he grabs up here. So this, here, removing from your center. When he grabs, I don't address it here. Apparently you do, but you're not getting focused in up here. Very important. And maybe the most critical thing we learn is moving the center. All right, so now as he comes, I want him on the outside. He's like this. I can lead him around with his elbows. This way, you avoid this here with people. Let's go now. So your attending always has to be first. You have to be in that position. Here. We don't do that. I don't want him to have that. When he grabs, if I look here, immediately, see what I do. Don't get caught looking at this. At any point that you're attacked right here, I don't address it here. I guide it to the center. So when you train, you have to clear your mind. This is where I believe that this doesn't have to be this. Let's say he comes in here and he punches, right? I have to be able to move according to what's happening. If my mind registers, oh, he's going to grab me here, then he has my mind. Then he has my mind. I can come straight in as long as my center is here. My body has to make his body turn. I cannot do it just with here. But that's by just letting this be the attachment, rather than thinking, oh, you're training the center. So when we do this, so a lot of times I'll start class, go, somebody else, I don't want to do this, but actually this is what fascinates me. This is the very, very essence of what we're doing in Aikido. Here, I'm leading from here. If he grabs, here. Up here. I come here, strike. So move the center. That's all you need, basically, is to be in that position. Here. So I'm not concerned about throwing. This is here. Just grab my center. So, back coming here, don't look. When it transfers here, when your power transfers from here to trying to throw here, this disconnects. And again, we don't train this way, but I want you to understand this. This is what protects me here, throat. Power stays here. There's no point where all of a sudden this happens, this releases. It stays here. Right? Right? Touches your body to like respond from the center. See? That when somebody grabs, your mind doesn't go here, right? Somebody grabs, your mind goes here. You're redirected. Here, here. No. I release. Okay, good. I release here. When you're held here, I'm going to do this. You don't apply pressure. You keep it steady here. You drop the shoulders, and this will move. Going to release everything except the center. Right? The tendency is to go where power is and try and overpower. Here, if I collapse, no, there's no real. Right? I keep the extension. I release the shoulder. So from beginning to end, that's what you're doing. But this is an interesting exercise, huh? My arm will just tend to try and move his arm. Bodies are like tuning forks. So here to here. No, if I keep the connection, then my center will move his center through here. This is all you need. Any sense that this is it's simple, and yet to change a kind of imprint that you have, not just all your lives, but like in a sense it's been inculcated that when I need power, I have to respond with power. Release and still extend. That's where the delicacy of micro movements come into play. So this pushing no, pulling no good, collapsing is no good. Extension at the same time. Right? So this is interesting to play around with. Things I can release here to the ground, goes right into him. Hey! When you're touched at any point, so put your attention here. So the point attack is not where you respond to in the same way that, so it's attacking me, I don't wait like this. I wait like this, you can pull. Right? So if your mind goes here and you anticipate, or push, right? Mind stays here. The energy goes back into her. Right? So what you're doing is redirecting energy. You're not contesting with power. And then it's a matter of who's basically more powerful, and also mentally, she has the advantage because she's taken the initiative. And once she takes the initiative, she knows what she wants to do. I'm guessing, oh, does she? And if I'm guessing here, and she, instead of grabbing me, she decides to hit me, no, here. I have options. So always, your situation is that you always want options. Wherever I go, it's my decision at that point. So okay is coming, if I anticipate, I'm giving her exactly what she wants right here. She comes here already. In that instant, she has to change her mind, right? Because doesn't have to be a big movement. If the movement is too big in space, she adjusts, right? But as she's coming, here. Right? So, do not run into this. Just turning this much. Anything else? Right? This is very important. Yeah. Otherwise, this is happening. But mentally, you don't engage them with it. If you do this with this movement, it's not really even makes the technique more better. And not to concentrate so much when you, the most critical part of any technique is the encounter and the opening.
Thank you, Sensei.
There's a healthy ending for both of you, right? But basically, critically, this is here. Both hands out. You want to sit down. Right? So he comes, just moving the center. Does this. Right. How he takes ukemi is his business. I don't control if he goes flying or, but as long as I'm in this position, he turns, he'll have me killed. If he doesn't, here. Don't allow your attention, your consciousness to follow your own arm in that way. It's that everything has an element of tensionagi. It's a heaven and earth. So even, and not even this, but everything. It's two directions. That's what tricks his brain, his mind. One here, now it's a fight. Right? It comes here. Right? Raising a sword, dropping the center. Right? That feeling. This just moves. Little 60 is 20. The strike, telling will go through, but it comes from the center. It comes from so many micro elements in technique. That's why it's very lifetime. So he comes here. I don't want to go into the shower. Hey! That's not my concern, right? Feeling he's grabbed my body. When this happens, now he's grabbed my mind. A spirit you got to figure out for yourself. Right? Now, but he hasn't gotten my mind. My mind stays here. If my mind goes here, he can follow easily. Right? Moving from here. Right? And when you move from here, you don't leave this behind. That's a separation. Here. Right? Opening up like this. Okay? Oh, when you're up here, now this is where the mentality of this comes in, that no matter how long you train, there's always more to work on. And it's where you place the consciousness within yourself. So if we have somebody who knows what we're going, right? As soon as my mind goes here, how it goes here. It stays here. So I can see why he's doing this, but now we fight here. What's the point? So it's not magic, it's physics here. As soon as the power goes here, it's like it transfers to here, right? But you cannot attack a point of power with your power. If you're very, very strong, you can do it, but then it's limited. Here. You're training this, but once you train this part of your body, and not go, oh, otherwise I got him, I don't got him, and he's free. But it's not just me, anybody can do it. Right? So it looks the same, people go, it's fake. Yes, it is fake. And here. Here. Find from here. He has all this to him. Right? Here. Now here, he's free. You didn't let go with the hand. Right? How do you avoid that? By using the center. This, what happens in his brain, his reaction. Right? Once, and this is how we train. He's allowing you to do this, even if he feels I have an opening. He'll follow, right? Just so I learn this. This is how we train. But in actuality, it goes quicker. This stays here. Right. So I can move into him straight, but it has to be from here. If I move into him straight, overpowers me with strikes. With that instant, the brain stays connected. It's like a nanosecond, whatever. So if I grab him and he comes here, I'm here. Now, there's no power, any power here. I intend with this, just open. Huh. This is what happens. It takes your breath away, or essentially the key. Here. Here. If I just go here, so all training basically is developing where you put your consciousness, right? So that kind of hand go here to here. If I put my hand I release here and move it from here. So it's not so much this as she grabs. As soon as I drop my shoulders and go down here, look what happens to her center. Whatever you're doing is you're drawing them into your center. Here I have the advantage, right? If I respond here, so let's do Tiner Hanko now. Okay. Now, here, practice dropping your shoulders. When you drop, you expand, and you move from here. And that's what does everything. So we're going to go all over the place now. Back to you wrote the Torah. I wrote the Torah. So ordinarily, this is what happens. Because here, this will mechanically take this up and put this to him. So here, this is difficult. Once I do this, I can do that. Once I release my shoulders, so get this feeling, right? And actually, and he's here, I should already be here. Right? But training so that body opens up. If there's any tension as he grabs here, releasing the shoulder. But as you release, it doesn't collapse. Breathing opens up, body expands. So in Aikido, we're always expanding. And now here, when you go to fight here, then it becomes a contest. Yeah, you get a release and get the feeling that you're doing everything from the heart, sent to the hips. Okay? Right?
Hey, thank you, Sensei.
So again, this is very hard, I can say. This is intricate. You have to evolve in a condition that we overpower the power with more power. You go where there's no power. It's always, otherwise I got him, we're rushing. Okay, you drain it down. But here I'm here, but then I don't go back up here to throw. Now he's free. He comes. There's no gap. Just follow me here. Hey! Moving from here. Now let's go up. Why attacking always has to be first. Hey! Don't here, man, take control. This is a strike. It doesn't grab. Fix it. So concentrate on releasing. Also, Aikido. Here. Don't plant down in the center. So now, I'm not going to go from here. As he touches, hip opens, you have this. That's the first thing in my mind is that my strike has to be first. So what you is open there. Now here, instead of fighting here, release, find where the move. That's an indication for the whole nervous system. Does a reach, and this stays out. Here, like fighting the legs. Shoulder down. Hey?
Sensei.
Without just leaving this in the center. I want to move the center. Move the center. My center to the center. So we'll do this exercise, huh? From here. I have this. That's what I want to expose first. I'm not aiming for his elbow. I'm aiming for here. And to do that, your hip opens. I want to change her center. Then I have her. You know, if I just move, basic, and again in training, if I move, whoop. That doesn't give her brain a chance to feel a gap, which no matter how fast you are, how the nervous system will respond to it. What you're doing with the only part that we train her center is, I can't just go here, when I drop this, it's like tuning balls. So train that with each other so you get that feeling. Don't go no. It's not just easy, just turn the center. No, there's no winder. There's no 1, 2, 3. That's like telegraphing a punch. The same principle. As that touch, just open. No intent, just open. No, that's right. Just open. No, so when he grabs me, no, this is difficult. This is not easy. Huh? That's why we train. When I release this goes here. What I'm doing is just letting my lieutenant go. That's what changes. Otherwise, here. We do it static now, huh? Yeah. Actually, if he's this foot forward, it would go here, huh? But so it doesn't matter. You can do this here. Right here now. If I do cross and he's free, touch. Right. From here, that'll turn his center. I have this. Okay? So get a feeling for that you're doing it from everything from the ground up. So there's no, when you learn, there are processes, right? So when he comes, when he's allowed to do this, in actuality, at the train, he wouldn't do this, but it's possible. Any time when you go, get ready, set, go, it's too late. Right. Now, if I want to bring it back, that's not incorrect. But what you do is to collapse everything here. Now, I can come here, legitimately watch the same thing. As long as the center it looks the same, you see. Right?
Here's a question.
Yes.
Are you positioning your foot at all? Are you positioning at all?
Well, basically what we learn is so always we try to not maintain it, but address it. But in movement, you're just moving spontaneously. So there are always things that you balance in life, in Aikido. So yes, you're going to start maybe here, but you're allowing the movement to adjust to the situation. So there's no one way. The only thing that I keep teaching is this idea of always draining power into the ground, into the center, or up to the ground, up through the center. And that's a lifelong endeavor and practice. And that's what keeps us here, keeps me here. I find it even more fascinating, how hard, which should be it's not our training. How hard you can throw so you can take it, and how much you can take, and then there's a point where it opens up. You go, oh, that's easier because the painful feedback is really extreme. So comes here. Always have to say, if you want to do this first, now this is first. Hey. Right. As soon as I go here, hey, get you back.